I did it, but I didn't get any. So we're gonna try my method. I can isolate it, and we're gonna hope for the best on it. So, but with that being said, today, and then I'll probably travel back the same day, which puts me at like a 20-hour day or something like that. It's a long time. But it's so much fun, and it's so worth it. And it's for a friend's birthday, so can't complain. Yeah, today's gonna be a shorter stream, probably like an hour and a half or so. And then gone for 2 days. And then we'll see what happens on Monday. Also depends on how hard I work on getting my other console set up. I want to go this way. Doo-doo. But my big thing right now is I'm monetized on Twitch. So I want to focus on growing Twitch, and you know, I have my other gaming channel too that I can try and grow. But for me, my biggest thing is to try and grow the one platform I make money on. And also break up the monotony. No, right now I'd prefer you stay... Man, that shiny reflection. I would prefer you stay on YouTube so that we can try and get this YouTube channel monetized. Technically, I just broke Twitch terms of service by saying that. But they don't care about my channel right now. I'll have more of a set schedule and everything starting Monday over on Twitch and whatnot. Oh boy. How I didn't actually encounter any of them there was a miracle. But I think I know this YouTube channel will eventually get monetized. It's just a matter of when. But I think right now, because I have very few viewers, I don't want to be splitting them up between the two platforms. Especially when I'm not streaming Pokemon. Because streaming this particular game for 2 years and almost 700 hours. Not to mention my attempts at The one Pokemon challenge in Violet. It's it's getting quite monotonous. And there's definitely other franchises that I want to put some time into. But next week, right now is when I'd be going live. Right now. Next week. I just have so much stuff going on in a day. Right now, especially trying to get my website up and running for the card business. I'm up quite late. Not necessarily true. I'm finding things right now that I'm okay with streaming on the game. But there's a streamer I watch, and I'll throw this out as an example. There's a few of them, actually. They're typically Mario streamers. But you look at Grand Pooh Bear, Mitch Flower Power, Barbarous King. They do variety elements to their stream, but they mostly play Mario. And Barbarous King's probably going to be the most drastic example of this. On Twitch, when he streams Mario, he'll get anywhere from 4,500 to 5,000 viewers. When he streams anything else, it's like 2,000 to 3,000. I watch whatever he streams because I like him as a streamer. And that's how some people watch streamers. But he gets his viewership basically cut in half when he doesn't stream Mario. Mitch Flower Power is a Super Mario Bros. 3 speedrunner. He'll play Super Mario Bros. 3 and get about 1,100 viewers. He'll stream Variety, and he'll get 300 viewers. Grand Pooh Bear will get 16 to 1,800 viewers streaming Mario. Play something else, it's like 800. The Beast 721, he'll get 800 to 900 viewers streaming Mario Maker or Mario ROM hacks. Switches to his N64 gotta beat every N64 game challenge. He's down to like 400. But his is a unique case because his YouTube channel for the N64 games is doing much better than his YouTube channel for Mario Maker, so. It's a game that you gotta play, and I just haven't found my little corner yet. And I can fully say that I have a lot more fun streaming when there's people in chat. And I don't think that that would be a shock to anybody. Because yesterday I just did random outbreaks with no boosted odds, no nothing, didn't get a single shiny, and I streamed almost 3 hours. But there's a couple people in chat and we were having fun. And I enjoyed it, so I want more of that. So I gotta do the things that bring people into the stream, and that's basically coming down to doing what I like and being able to react as such. Like, those Duraludon are... They might be having seizures. Don't know. That one's definitely having a seizure. Your dad's N64 from when he was in his 20s? If your dad's close to my age, that would have been in his teens. Let's see, when was N64 released? $1996. So an N64, I was born in 1988. I'm 35 years old, about to be 36 years old. It was released in 1996. I would have been about 8 years old, 9 years old. So unless your dad was born in 1975. Yeah. Yep, 53, there's a difference there. Yep. 20s, that adds up. It adds up. I have an N64. Not very many games for it, though, surprisingly. Like, I have a pretty vast video game collection, but I don't have a lot of N64 games. I think I should probably change that, but I can stream N64. Have I heard of Star Wars Shadow of the Empire? Oh, I sure have. Red dot. Yeah. If you don't know what I'm looking at when it comes to these shinies and why I'm just cruising right by them, or the lack thereof, the only thing that really changes on Duraludon shiny is you can see he's got his little antenna up there. It's red. On the shiny, it's not. It's just silver. Fantastic game? I would agree. I would agree. I have lots of retro stuff that I can stream, and it's all on original hardware. That's not something a lot of streamers can say, is that it's all on original hardware. Like, to my right, on my shelf right now, I have a Gears of War edition Xbox One X. I have an original Nintendo. I have a Nintendo Switch. Now, I have the company's called Analog, but it's a Super NT is the console. It's an HDMI outputting Super Nintendo with no latency and no lag. With an FX Pack Pro, which means I could download the games and play them all on that if I wanted to. But I also own 2 Super Nintendos that I could stream with. So I'm not who wanted to be fussy with OG software. I could do it, or not software, OG hardware. I could do it. And then behind me, I have N64, I've got GameCubes, I've got Nintendo Wii's, I got a special edition Zelda Wii U. I got my Switch on the shelf beside me. I also have a special edition Mario Switch. I've got multiple PlayStation 1 and 2s. PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 day one. It is a legitimately day one PlayStation 4. White edition PlayStation 4 Pro, which I got to move over to the shelf because we're going to be streaming the Borderlands series and I own all of that. So why buy it for PC? I'll be getting a PS5 next week. A friend of mine is selling his to me at a super good rate that I can't say no to. And then for random stuff, I have 2 Sega Genesis. I got 2 Sega Dreamcasts. I have 1 Sega Saturn. I have a Sega Game Gear, which is a portable console of all things. I've got Panasonic 3DO, which is a little rare. It's kind of cool. The Player 2 controller plugs into the Player 1 controller for multiplayer games. So there's that. It's actually kind of a neat little thing. You don't think I have enough consoles? I don't think I have enough consoles either. I have a ColecoVision. I have a Darth Vader edition Atari 2600. I forgot to go over my original Xboxes. I have a crystal clear original Xbox right there. I have a see-through green original Xbox that was the Halo edition. I have an Xbox 360 arcade, a Halo 3 Xbox 360. I have a Halo 2 Xbox 360. I have 2 Game Boy Colors, a Game Boy Pocket, an original Game Boy, a Game Boy Micro 25th Anniversary Mario Edition, two Sony PSPs, one's white, one's black, a PlayStation Vita, I think I have like 48 consoles or something like that if you include handhelds. It's kind of broken. It's too many. That's what I get for working at a pawn shop before. You didn't have your first modern console till 2023. I don't have any of the current gen at the moment. But the PS4 or PS5 Pro, that's an absolute ripoff. In Canadian dollars, it's going to be like $1,000. There's a PS4 Pro. There's nothing wrong with that. The only downside, like, I find nothing wrong with the performance of my PS4 Pro. Aside from the fact that I spilt coffee in it once, which really sucked. And, but I got it fixed. It's good. But yeah, the PS5 Pro, no disk drive. Minor upgrades in frame rate. Major upgrade in ray tracing that I'm not going to care about. No vertical stand. $700 US. Where I live, that'll be about $950. If I'm comparing that to the current PlayStation 5 Slim, non-disc drive, because we got to go apples to apples here. It's $580 for the current PS5 in Canada. Could you imagine spending almost $400 to get something that you're literally never going to notice in game? Especially while you're playing and it's moving fast. Actually, it is $400 because if you want the vertical stand, you gotta buy that separate. Or if you want to compare disc drive to disc drive, which is going to be a stupid market soon, because apparently all the scalpers have gone out and bought up all the external disc drives for the PlayStation 5. It's $649 in Canada for a PlayStation 5 with a disc drive. I think it's $120 if you want to buy the disc drive separate. I've seen 80, but I think that was 80 US. So $950. You're now at $1,070. Nintendo's great that way for sure. It definitely provides some awesome options. Oh, I forgot to mention I have my 2DS, 3DS XL as well. That's a thing I have. And my Game Boy Advanced. And my Game Boy Advanced SP. But, yeah, so it'll be like $1,070. I was watching Mudahar's video from Some Ordinary Gamers. And he's also Canadian, so he broke it all down. And he went to PC Part Picker and put everything comparable. Or not comparable, but slightly better than what the PlayStation 5 Pro is offering. And it was like $1,200 for a better performing PlayStation than the PS5 Pro. And I was like, $150 difference, huh? Okay. Fair enough. I just can't justify... Like, for the deal that I'm getting on a PlayStation 5 compared to what the Pro is going to be... That's disgusting. You know what? I'm just gonna grab an energy drink. I didn't think I was gonna need one, but yeah. Tired. Yep. Game Pass did the same thing. They didn't limit the games, but they raised their price. I canceled Game Pass a little while ago. It was getting to be like $30 a month, and it was a little bit too expensive. But now I'm thinking like, kind of want it back. But if content starts to pay me every month, then I will get it back. Does it make sense? But I never did have a PlayStation Plus subscription. For as much physical media as I have, I'd rather the consoles just come backwards compatible. That's my thing. I guess PlayStation Plus is nice if you want to play, like, PSP and PlayStation Vita games. Not on those portable machines. Like, that just popped into my head with, like... I know Barbarous King likes to play all the God of Wars in order, at least, like, once a year. And he plays the PSP version, but I'm pretty sure he uses PlayStation Plus and his PS5 for that. Do. Wow. You know, this is like my 4th or 5th time trying to do this shiny Duraludon. And I still don't have one. Good news is I haven't saved, so if the sandwich finishes, I still have all my materials. Not that the avocado's the problem, the salty herb is. I know, I'm mad too that you're not shiny. Keep yelling. It does, but I turned it off. Yeah, Scarlet Violet definitely has autosave. I turned it off. So I can reset if I want to. It's the Shiny Hunter's little trick. That way if a shiny spawns, you save before the shiny. Yeah. Oh yeah. Autosave. On or off. That way, when you get a shiny, you save before the encounter, and if you fail it, you can reload the file. And reloading the file will bring the shiny back. There's a very few instances. Nope. I mean, I enjoy farming raids. Or are you saying for wasting your herba? I get what you're saying. My brain is about 3 steps behind my mouth right now. But yeah, you didn't have to. I still enjoy farming raids once in a while. Especially for ones that I know would drop Herba Mystica. Or at least has a chance to drop Herba Mystica. But yeah. The next 2.5 minutes, if I don't get a shiny, you'll see. Really? It took you a long time to get a shiny Gible? Even in Area 0 with a Dragon Sandwich? Unless Yeah. I bet you I could isolate Gibble. And Gabite. A shiny Gabite before Gibble, eh? I got 4 shiny Gibble and a shiny Gabite. Then I just evolved everything so I could get a Garchomp. But that's a shiny that gets increasingly worse as you evolve it. Even though I don't hate shiny Garchomp. I'm just gonna say it. I know it gets a lot of hate, but I don't personally hate it. Oh yeah, Gengar's not good. I do need another Ghastly or Haunter though. I only have a Ghastly and Haunter. Gang, what's going on? Good to see ya. Has been a long time. I am tired today. But I think that's because I'm in my mid-30s. Pretty sure that's how that works. But overall, pretty good. Busier than you even know, dude. I got... way too much happening. Well, let's get our items back. I got, like... it's mostly with custom axe orders. I got like 10 of those backed up right now. Which is a good problem to have. Yeah, it's a good problem to have. It's mostly waiting on materials to be in stock so that I can get them. Because, well, where we live is kind of a wasteland of trying to get good materials for that kind of stuff sometimes. So I have to order, like all my colored woods, I order. But I have to wait for them to be in stock. So, there's that. And then I'm still trying to get the card business going too. I'm going to try and do it the right way around this time. So, I took everything off of my eBay page. And now I'm going to... oh, Beldum Outbreak? I'm actually doing it all the right way this time. And then I have to work with the town of Redcliffe to try and get the business license going. Because I've left my wholesalers in limbo for a long time. So, I'm going to get the website going so I can save on them 18 to 30% eBay fees. And just have website fees and the online service fees for the sales company. And then tomorrow, there is. I only have 3. Well, no, that's not true. I have everybody now. Yeah, the biggest thing is finding out what their permits and everything require, because the town, here's the thing. The town does not require a business license for what I'm doing. Technically, the wholesaler doesn't require a business license for what I'm doing. It's the Pokemon Company does, because they want to make sure that they're not wholesaling to collectors so that they can buy cheap product and just hoard it for themselves. They want to make sure that we're doing it legitimately. The biggest thing is I needed to get a home occupation license. And that's not a problem. Until I realized my dad did all the work in the basement without permits. So that's the issue. You live in a wasteland too in the middle of Australia? Hey. Somebody's got to live there, right? Oh, my dad, all the work in the basement was done without permits. So I don't want to get us in trouble. Because they have to come and do a quick home inspection for a home occupation loan, or a home occupation license. Even though all my customers are going to be online. I even need to prove to them that was a shiny Duraludon. That was actually crazy fast for the second sandwich, and it wasn't even the yellow, the red that I saw. It was the different blue. I saw it, stopped, and turned around. Dang. I don't think Hyper Beam has recoil. If it does, we'll run, save, and jump back in. I also need to prove to them that I have an off-street parking spot, which I do. Duraludon must recharge. But, yeah, it's actually... There was a lot when I went in there and talked to the town. That would have been like August last year, though. And then when you find out all that kind of stuff, you're just like slightly discouraged. So then I sat back and did nothing with it for a year. But now is a... There we go. But realizing and looking at other online realtor, like resellers and stuff, there's way more money in just individualizing a collection and parting it out individually. The biggest difference that I found is when you're selling on eBay, everybody expects shipping to be free or like less than $1. And it's like, that just doesn't work when I have penny sleeves, hard plastic sleeves, and bubble mailers that I gotta ship all of this in. Like, and not to mention a stamp now is like $1.20. And if you order more than one card, it becomes too thick to go through the mail. So now it's like $2.25 for an oversized stamp. So my costs alone are like $3 to ship that. Like, and yes, my business is registered, and yes, it can be a write-off if I kept track of it or actually claimed that stuff, but I didn't last year because the amount coming in wasn't worth it. But if I go and do it on a website, people expect to pay shipping. I gotta change my shiny count total, I just realized that. Right, so now I can actually get The big thing is I can actually, instead of doing mystery packs for $3.50, being forced to ship it for next to nothing, eBay taking 18% fees on that, me paying to ship it for $2.25, and having $2.40 deposited in my account, or $2.80 deposited in my account, to make like 60 cents off of 12 cards, doesn't make any sense. No, it's not really worth it. But I break apart those mystery packs, and now each card in there is worth a minimum of 10 cents up to $5. And each of those packs become $8. Okay, now we're talking about it. And guess what? People are willing to pay the $3 shipping. So it's just easy. The thing that's easy about eBay is that it's constant exposure. So no matter what you list, people are going to find it. But that's also why social media exists. Promote your website. I can promote it on YouTube. I can put a panel in my Twitch panel for it. Like, you're gonna have some fees, obviously website fees, domain fees. Oh, and then probably like whatever company you use to make the transaction online is going to take some fees. But they're typically like 1 to 4%, not 18. And a lot of hosting fees and domain fees is like a once a year kind of thing, so it's just a one and done. And then that way too, I have a track record that I can take to the wholesalers and be like, okay, here's the website, here's how much it's generating, here's how much I can order from you. But for the scale that I'm doing it right now, it's peanuts. It's peanuts. And it's just like so small that I'm just going to use a website builder to start with, and then as it grows, that's where I get more people involved. You know, professionals. Oh good, we ran into the Beldam outbreak. I'm pretty sure the sandwich is so well, it's actually down low. So, it's a much better way to do it. Actually use the things that I paid for last year, like the registration of the business, the GST number, you know. And if all else fails and I'm not able to get the home occupation like permits here, I'll just change the address to the business because it's free. I can do it right on the government's website. It's like a friend's house or something. Actually, to, you know, McKnight's in chat, I'll just do it to his house. It's a rental. It has to be up to code. It has to have all his permits and everything ready to go. But then the wholesalers, I can just have my shipping addresses to my house. But I'm sure it'll work out. The key thing about anxiety is I always have like plans A through E ready to go. That's the one part about anxiety. We're flying, but we're not flying. And then hopefully with content, because the idea... Yeah, right? Because the idea, too, is when I get the wholesaler going, is to do rip and ship. So I can rip open packs for YouTube videos. And ship out singles, but still have some sealed product as well that sell on the website. And, I'll have enough sealed product that once it's sold, I can always make a minimum order with the wholesaler. And then that way the singles basically become pure profit. But eventually what I want to do is take the YouTube revenue and have the YouTube revenue pay for my shipments of cards. And then that way when cards sell, it's just basically pure profit. That's my thoughts. That's the plans. It'll take a while to scale to that, but it is possible. Exactly. If there's nothing to work towards, then, as they say, you're just spinning your tires. No point in trying. Really. And then from there, once everything grows that way, I incorporate and add an axling venue and my axe business to it all, and I build an empire. Because hopefully if I get the card business moving somewhat... You tricked me. You tricked me. Somewhat decent enough. Instead of dealing with banks, because I've had legitimately the worst experience with the bank right now. Just trying to even get a hold of my advisor. It's to the straight up to the point where I'm just going to tell them to cancel everything they've done, which I'm pretty sure is absolutely nothing. And either ask for a new advisor or maybe even just try a different bank at this point. But I'm kind of at the point where I just don't want to add more to my plate until I got this mastered. But, like, I went in to apply for the Canadian Small Business Financing Program. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure this guy was trying to push some other agenda on me. But I'm just like, no. This is what I want. I've read every program available on the planet. And this is what works best for me. And he told me the process, and I said, yup, that's exactly what I read. That's why I want to do this. And I know he still hasn't done the application. For a fact, he hasn't done the application. Because, A, it hasn't shown up on my credit report as a hard inquiry, and that definitely would. And B, that was July 16th. He said, you'll hear back in 3 to 5 business days. I said, great. He hadn't done anything, or he, told me it was his first time dealing with the program. So I decided I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I waited 7 business days. I emailed him, and I said, "Hey, what's up? Haven't heard anything. Have you heard anything?" And he said, with an automated response, "I'm out of office until August 17th. Cool. King might be in ads right now, so no point in continuing the story. No ad. Oh, yeah, Turbo. I'm getting paid anyway. Oh, baby. So, yeah, no, it was just straight up like holidays. And, oh, I see what you're saying. I read that wrong. So yeah. The automated email response was, I'll be back on the 17th. I will have all emails and phone calls responded to within 2 business days. Okay. It was a Tuesday he was coming back, or a Wednesday he was coming back after a long weekend or something like that. It was a weird schedule. And, anywho, I'm like, okay, email him the Monday. "Hey, dude, not sure if you missed my email or what, but I just need to know, like, what's going on." "Oh, sorry, I haven't heard anything. I'll look into it and get back to you." I haven't heard a thing since. I've even emailed him saying any updates, and he hasn't responded to me at all. So, I think it's time to either get a new rep or a new bank, or just, like, I don't know. It's been 2 months. Like, it's been over 2 months. Well, it'll be 2 months. If we're considering it weeks, then it is 2 months, but... The crazy part is my mom's experience. This is the same bank that my mom's been dealing with for all of my grandma's affairs since she passed, and she's getting like the same experience with them. And that's not even business related at all. What a goober. What a goober indeed. What a goober indeed. ATB. I went with them because everybody online is saying, "Oh yeah, they like bend over backwards for small business. They're one of the best banks there is." Yeah. Doesn't feel like it. So I think at this rate it's probably best that I just... He even like went and opened up a business account for me and everything. And I was like, bro, how about we wait to see if I'm approved? We'll wait to see if there's money. Slow your roll. So at this point, I'm probably better off to just open up a secondary business account with my current bank, tie all wholesale accounts and the website to that, build that up, pay myself as a pass-through on a sole proprietor if I need to, if I care to, if I want to. Probably don't. Build that bank account up. Switch my AdSense revenue even to that bank account. Screw it. It's all one thing. And, expand from there. I shouldn't let one bank, that's the thing. I shouldn't let one bank or one person spoil my experience or sour my experience with dealing with loans, but it's kind of like, I don't know. It just does. I think that's where there's something to be said when it comes to, like, commission-based jobs. Especially in fields like that. Like, they have to work for their money. And if he's just sitting there saying, oh, I could answer this email or I couldn't answer this email, I'm getting paid the same. That's when you kind of get bad service out of that stuff. But if he was getting a kickback, and maybe that's what he's trying to quote-unquote poker face me into, is into a program that he gets a bigger kickback off of. But you would think by now he'd email me back, even just, you know, BS me a little bit and be like, oh yeah, you know, wasn't a go, but we have this option available instead. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I was in that position, it's a tactic I would use. Except I would actually do the application first. I would actually do the application of what the customer wanted first. Should clarify that. But that's why there's different options in life. That's why there's many paths you can take. I didn't really want 150k in debt either, so maybe that worked out. Bro, I've had ingrown toenail surgery before. It's fun. It's not that fun. Worst part is, mine grew back. My doctor didn't burn off the root, so now I have ingrown toenails I deal with on a monthly basis. Definitely tender for a little while. That's one thing you'll never avoid, is how tender it is after the removal. Numbing agent didn't work, so you felt it all? I got a story about numbing agent. I got my wisdom teeth removed, and they froze my mouth. They left, came back, and they were like, yeah, we're going to poke around your mouth. If you feel anything, raise your right hand. Okay. You're numbing loan agent, yeah. I don't know. I just don't. My initial plan for the business was to have a safety net anyway and incorporate. And I think maybe this experience is just telling me to stick to that plan. But Yeah, I was getting my wisdom teeth done, and they froze up my mouth. And then they're like, yeah, go poking around. If you feel anything, raise your right hand. Obviously, they don't want me biting down on metal tools and ruining my teeth even more. But they go poking around, poke around, poke around. And there was like 3 or 4 spots where I could still feel what they were doing. So I raised my right hand every time they did. I said, okay, we'll put in a little bit more. We'll come back, do it again, and we'll take care of your wisdom teeth. Okay, cool. The second amount of freezing worked just fine. But man, were my cheeks swollen with freezing. It was insane. Anywho, they removed all of my wisdom teeth, stitched me back up, and said, here's some painkillers and some T3s. Take these. You're going to need them. So they gave me a little cup of water. Grabbed the pills, throw the pills in my mouth, and I went to, like, take the pills and swallow them. So that, another shiny in my life is yours. Well, we did get a shiny Duraludon earlier, but we want the Evo, so I need your second. But threw the water in my mouth to swallow the pills. Fun fact, all the water fell out of my mouth because I couldn't feel it. Darn thing. By that time, everything was over frozen. So... numbing agent kicked in on the way and we couldn't walk for hours. Yeah, that's like when you sit on the toilet for too long and your feet fall asleep. That can definitely happen. Six needles in your big toe. Yeah, I think mine was about that. Four minutes left. Alright, I'll have time for one more sandwich after this. Hopefully get another Duraludon. Didn't even get a lollipop. At what point do dentists and surgeons decide you're too old to be a good person during the procedure to get candy? I mean, that pink in the Mega Garchomp shiny is incredible. It should, honestly. It meets the flashy vibe of Gabite. Or not Gabite, sorry, Gibble. I also have to get rid of a lot of Pokemon in my boxes. Especially since it's a lot. Oh, well, it's a battle monster, that's for sure. Ugh. I have like 50 Gimmighoul I need to get rid of in my boxes. You're not wrong. On something that has a insane attack power already. Why 50? Because I was keeping track of how many raids we were doing before I got a shiny Gimmighoul. But it turns out I didn't get one. I don't know if they keep spawning down here. They might. Yeah, during the limited time raid event, they could have been shiny. At full odds, though, so 1 in 4,096. Which one? The one at the beginning of the month in August? Not as good as I'd hoped. I finished in... I tied for 8th place in Hatchet out of 9 people. In Big Axe, I won 1 round and lost 2 and was eliminated. And the Big Axe Marathon League on the Sunday after, I did okay on that one. I ended up finishing 4th, which I was pretty happy with that. I beat a guy that finished 22nd in the world in that marathon league. So yeah, 8th, 9th, and 4th on that one. Well, no. Big Axe, I'm not even sure where I would have finished. I'd have to look at the standings. It wouldn't have been 9th, though. It would have been like 16th. Well, we didn't get a shiny Duraludon. Their second one on that set note. That's okay. And I basically tied a guy that finished 7th in the world in the Big Axe one. Then I did another Hatchet Marathon. I don't even know what happened on that one. I can't even remember. I was back and forth between farm work, so a lot of things have just escaped my brain. And then I have another tournament tomorrow. But this one tomorrow will be interesting. It's an outdoor venue, so I've never thrown outdoors. Yeah, you can practice with no laws. I still live within a town, but I still have backyard targets anyway. The problem with where I live is the weather is never really nice for throwing. But yeah, the tournament or marathon league that I have tomorrow is in just outside of Calgary as well, but it's in IATF, which is the International Axe Throwing Federation. And I'm used to throwing in the World Axe Throwing League. So, different targets, different rules, different axes. I've never thrown it before. Living on an unnamed road in an apartment on my county. That sounds like you're your own sovereign nation. But yeah, it's International Axe Throwing Federation. Different targets, different throwing. Never thrown it before. And I'm jumping into their hardest division right away. Because why not? But it's a 28-game marathon. Each one of their games has... Live on a farm, no other house is 2 kilometers each way. You can do what you want out there. Absolutely. Well, thank you. Good luck on the next one. I have to wake up at 4:15 in the morning tomorrow. I have a 3-hour drive to get there. Then we'll probably have about 8 to 12 hours of throwing. And then another 3-hour drive home. It'll be a long day. But we're also celebrating a friend's birthday for this one. What better way than to get drunk and throw weapons? I have no idea on this one. No idea. Typically there's not a lot of prizes for marathon leagues. But they said that there's some cash, there's some prizes. Knowing the person that puts it on, he creates some of the craziest trophies I've ever seen. He creates some of the craziest custom axes I've ever seen as well. So there's that. Happy birthday to them. You can look him up. You can Google his name. It'll show up. He's pretty big in the axe throwing world. It's Nick Kalamaya. He's finished as high as 5th in the world for the World Axe Throwing League. I've been to his house, no big deal. But this Marathon League is called the Bastard Guy Marathon League. I should actually show you guys. I mean, we saved on that shiny Duraludon. Would you guys be curious at all to see some of my most recent hatchet handle work? And then I would show you guys some other incredible axe makers work. Some of my most recent work is already gone and sold, but I do have some of it sitting beside me because one of it is, well, one piece of it anyway is waiting for an axe head to be delivered to put onto it. But the one guy is hosting this marathon league. You know, I wasn't actually flying, right? I was fully on the ground. He owns a company called 81 Axes, and he was the first ever person to start customizing axes for throwing. And like his work and his detail is just, it's far beyond anybody else's. He's another pretty good friend of mine. But actually the guy's birthday it is that we're celebrating at the tournament I went to in August. Is that another one right there? That is another one right there. All right. We'll take that. We'll take that. I'm pretty happy. Now we got both of them. No crit catch, though. Now I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the sandwich. Is there any other dragons I need to catch? I don't think so. Can we just go on a hunt for Roaring Moon? Arcanine and Bridget. I just don't want to waste the rest of a dragon sandwich. Archie and Bridget. I see what you're saying. I got Noibat. I got all the Dragonite, like Dragonair, Dratini, Dragonite. I got all the Tatsugiris. I have all the Bagon Salamence. You know, I got all of that from the event. Hey. I could quickly see if there's any outbreaks too that we can boost while we're at it. I'm pretty sure we have to give this thing Metal Coat to evolve. Axew, yes. I do need 2 more Axews. And Haxorus is probably one of the best shinies ever. Just gonna say it. You can fight with me if you want. You're home right now, you gotta go? No problem, thanks for the idea on Axew. I just gotta remember where it spawns. You gonna watch on the TV? Nice. I think it's over here. It might be, though. It might be. Oh, I gotta update my counter. Yeah, we're pretty close to where it spawns. Okay. Jupiter, you ain't no dragon. Oh, we're definitely getting a Noibat. I think, well, this is going to give me a Dratini. Ooh, Swablu Artilleria? I could definitely use that, too. I would need either just straight Altaria or a Swablu. Ah, there we go. I found the spot eventually. Gotta look for a purple little scarf. If I get closer to the top, like the top of the mountain, I believe that we'll have better spawn luck. It's funny how they're all spawning in like the mini hordes. Loettes? Nope. You know we're back in Noibat country. We have every single Floette. La baby. Oh, it's 9. There is. So... no need. Ba-ba-bum. Nope. Swablu will be easy, and Altaria will be easy to notice. Axu, not so much. I know there's another spot for Axu that's probably better. My brain just isn't thinking of where to go with it right now. Go, Corviknight. Rack him. Oh my. We'll probably get some Gibble here. But I think this is the spot that I'm thinking of for Axu. Ba-da-bum-bum, blum, 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 blum. I actually think I might need a Deino too. Brax. I definitely need a Deino. The Frigabrax. Frigabrax that spawned in there really has me thinking, actually. None of you are dragons. I know what I could do for a shiny hunting stream on here. I could just start shiny hunting by color. Zaxu keeps spawning down here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't even see you. Hide behind the blue bushes. No, low kicks. Or low kicks, lock kicks. Just taking up valuable spawn space. For the axle. Ah! Okay. Pyroar with the jump scare. Alright. That's okay. It's raining female Pyroars. In case you didn't know. Poundstone. Bro. I think we lose him after this point. No? Okay. Apparently we're maxed on that item. Tank over there trying to be tough. Ooh. Not dragons. Gotta be pretty close to the end of the sandwich, eh? 8 minutes. My phone screen just turned on out of nowhere. That was interesting. You know what, chat? I'm actually going to call it a stream there. I know I'm leaving some time on the sandwich left, but it's totally fine. I have a lot of things I need to get done because 4:30 in the morning is going to come really early tomorrow. And I'm leaving myself with about 8 hours to pack, get a video edited, get axes sharpened, all that stuff. So thank you everybody for watching today. I very much appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and hope to see you Monday. Bye.